Hello, it's Gogoroth again. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Trigger Happy Havoc, Danganronpa Blind Let's Play. You know the drill. I am so excited to get to this trial. I know who did it, and I just really want to see if I'm right. I really want to see if I'm right. Because if I am, I figured out before the investigation. I'm happy, because the last two threw in some interesting twists and turns. So to see it all laid out before it happens, or before it's explained, that would be amazing. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they would gather by the red door, or in the red door. You're always the last one, Makoto. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
No, this was not part of the deal. No. Nope, I quit, nope. He's multiplied.
Wrong!
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just go in the elevator already? Yes, Kyoko, cutting through the bullshit. You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
And then he sank back into the ground from whence he came.
Please!
Hold on! I'm not mentally prepared yet. I was about to say, you'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hiro. You're gonna pay for your sins. I told you already, I didn't do it. For serious! That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? You know he didn't. Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Alright, let's go. Have to do... Yes, okay. Man, such a pansy. Someone that you know has killed your friends. Come on, just... The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... someone right here. Yep. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. The trial will be over in no time. So happy. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator, and once everyone was on board, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Did you say the same thing every time? There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Yeah, we know how the trials work. This is not our first one. They slid opening up onto a cruel fate. Man, there's so few people.
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just a few of you that are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Which is funny, because I have 4 chapters left? Only because of you? Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break.
Man, if I was monetized, this would be a perfect spot to put a commercial break.
I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
They remodeled, didn't they? Yeah, I think it's the exact same thing you said last time, Makoto. Oh, sure. I suppose so. Okay, setting my skills.
Let's begin.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay, if there's anyone in this room that's not already on board with how this trial works, that's kind of their fault.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
The middle image on the column looks a bit like a bear
then
face.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. Now then.
We already know who did it.
Alright. And it begins.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time.
He tried and denied
I
it.
don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth!
I'm never gonna get used to that tongue! It's so surprising every time.
You call it a murderer.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Alright, let's go over it.
Blueprints for the suit.
Not in his handwriting.
Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
I got your back, man.
I don't know.
Just, be less annoying. Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Robo Justice, the message, and the blueprints. Okay.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a
Come on.
conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Well, I don't have anything contradictory.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Oh.
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why?
No, just hold on a second.
Like, I won't call attention to the
Everything
blueprints,
we found in your room.
but...
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
No? Okay. Give me in this word's tired of me. Please stop wasting my time. Okay, yeah, but there's not a contradiction.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true.
Okay, I mean,
No, just
why are those still
hold on a
parts in his room
second.
if there's already a costume built? Is that like...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts,
No,
that you are.
Maybe I was too quick to brag in the beginning.
Everything we found in your room.
I'm not doing well right now. Oh, come on.
Shoot.
There isn't a contradiction.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
I mean,
that
you mentioned the
are
blueprints. Nothing contradicts the fact that there are blueprints.
I don't know anything about
culprit. Everything we found in your room.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Shoot.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to brute force this.
Everything we found, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are...
No.
Yeah, I don't think there was a contradiction there.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that wasn't a contradiction. The blueprints were in his room, so it was suspicious. You didn't mention the handwriting. Okay. No, I mean, I've played Ace Attorney. I know sometimes it gets a little loose with its definition
When you
of
compare it to the blueprints,
what the evidence means, of what the
There's
contradiction
no way
actually
you
is.
think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
an ironclad
So
defense.
Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
I'm saying that
Not the only one.
specifically.
I think Hiro is innocent as well.
And I want to be guilty just to prove Bakuro wrong.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The
Not
suspicious
really.
individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Nobody. Okay, I'm gonna say Hiro because Hiro was in the suit, but he didn't actually kill anyone.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
So
Then
technically
there can
Hiro
be
was in
no
the
doubt.
suit.
Hiro is the prime suspect.
Agreed, but not the
That doesn't
culprit.
make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual
Okay.
in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
They're going where I want them to.
So
Good.
what you're saying is,
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What?
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we
He
get
can't
to
bend
that,
over.
there's something else
So
we
many
need
reasons.
to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
so what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for
The tarp.
Taka's lifeless. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yes, the tarp and the little wheelie thing. The cart. Ah, okay, both of those. I should be either or in this case. Yeah, okay, good.
I got it! They were
Good.
a dolly and a tarp, right? So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yeah, don't... Just tell them, you don't have to ask them.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Honestly, I thought they were yoga mats or something.
So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Taka's
the
body is still
dolly
going to be
was in
pretty
the
heavy.
equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Yep.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body.
Yes.
Am I right?
This is one thing the game loves to say. In other words...
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you
It's possible.
respond?
Byakuya, can you just not...
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Are you sure? Because I solved 2 murders already.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
And yet I've solved 2 murders already. Change her mind. Yeah, that's the problem. Dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element, okay. This is pretty early. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch.
Well, when do I get a chance to see him again?
You have it wrong.
Okay. I clearly forgot something.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Okay.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
I said wait for negative time to be over, I guess. I thought there was a way of, like, getting out of it, but I just had to survive.
Did the dolly move? I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
I have no comment. That's all pretty good logic. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much? Okay, I'm not sure if just because I figured it out, but I don't think the other two cases had this much foreshadowing as to who the killer was.
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
No, sorry.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
'Cause he couldn't bend over. Jeez. Costume, I think.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Half a heart?
Yeah, the
Oh.
culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now,
Okay, load it onto
keep
the
in
dolly,
mind
I think
that
so.
The dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Oh, there it is.
No, it's wrong.
Did I get a heart back? I hope so.
You're absolutely right that you
That bullet
could
time took a
push
lot out of
dolly
me.
without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I love that picture. I commented on it last time. I can let it go this time.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Oh, she's starting to realize how wrong she was.
Seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's
Or even to load it.
from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that,
You just
were
did.
wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit. It's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Then why put it back on? I mean, both of those things I think fit, but I think that one's more accurate.
I don't think taking off
Oh good, I got a
suit
half
is an
heart back.
option. If you remember,
I commented on this last time. I don't really need to say any more. Especially not in the context of a trial when the mean is
true.
clear.
It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
No, you proved that.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
Yes.
Wait, just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Mm-hmm.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
I can explain it, but I don't know how to explain it in like a very simple bullet. I feel like it's going to be a more in-depth explanation.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? The guy hit. Oh, I thought you were going to refer to his dying words. That's what I had to call him just now. A lie!
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Don't fall for it, Hina.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Are you the ultimate lawyer, maybe?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Was that intentional? Is that intentional reference? Someone on the translation committee was a fan of Lemony Snicket.
What a pain in the ass!
You're a pain in the
Don't
ass.
disagree, but
What are we talking
lives
about?
are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right then.
There is
Let's
another
take
mystery
another
here.
Look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the
Oh,
dining
it's just
hall.
gonna be a recap.
Makoto,
I think that about covers it.
Thank
I
goodness.
see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly
It was. You
seems
missed
to
a
me
lot.
that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
It's a complex series of connected
Rather than a
events.
single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now
I
then,
disagree.
Let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka. So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died
What was in the
before
third
he
file?
moved, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi.
Well, we know the wristwatch
Perhaps it was
proves
after.
6.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka
Is there a
came
more
last.
obvious one? Taka came
What
last.
makes you say that?
I think Taka came last would be the most contradictory.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Not the numbering.
It's
It would
true
be
that
the.
Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
I guess the what order?
So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
I feel like my logic is sound, but it's not exactly what the game wants.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Hiro Slow Down was funny. Okay, and I lost. And I believe I'm going to be found guilty for some reason. Yeah. I don't get the achievement this time. Yeah, that makes no sense. No sense at all. Yeah.
Refuse to give up yet.
I like how the failed games aren't even pretending to be part of canon.
So, regarding
Okay.
Taka's death,
I wonder if,
or perhaps it was after.
we already know what order they were killed in.
Okay, I gotta go through that every time. Okay.
Order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say
Because of the number.
It's true that while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
No. It's not what order is the numbering.
So,
Even
regarding
though I'm
Taka's
pretty sure
death,
nothing contradicts the
I wonder
numbering.
if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. None of this is actually a contradiction.
I wonder if he died before.
It's just like related information.
We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, I've tried now every combination. What the fuck?
8 hours later.
Taka's death came
So I'll
from a
admit,
swing of
I
Justice
actually had to look this one up.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
I forgot about temporary truth bullets,
Regarding Taka's death,
and it's
I
not
wonder if
even a
he died
contradiction.
before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka
Like-
came last.
What makes you say that?
Oh,
Because of the
fucking
numbers.
hell.
That while Taka's
Like,
death.
I'm gonna bring up
So it's
a
obvious Taka came after.
erroneous assumption,
So,
but it's not a
regarding
contradiction.
Taka's death, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Yeah, I feel like this was not a fair puzzle.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the
But you
culprit
can't- you
wanted
don't
us
have
to
proof about
think
that,
the
so it's not a
hammers were used in
contradiction.
order,
That's not what contradiction means.
but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Now see, I could have shown this proof as a contradiction to Hina's statement. It's done. Move on. That is a lot. Okay. Did I try that one? I did, didn't I? I don't have enough letters. I have to guess. Yada yada yada.
I refuse to give up yet.
I mean, the proof I would think would be the note we found in his pants, but that's not an option. Sure. Oh, wristwatch. Okay. There you go.
Now I understand.
So I've already failed twice.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
What do you mean look? Do you have a picture of the wristwatch? Do you have the actual watch? What are we in the reality of the game? What are we actually looking at?
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Yeah, we talked about this last time.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yes, that is in fact my entire argument I'm trying to make.
Before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
All of
We
you,
made
maybe.
the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Ish.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
That's closer to the truth
If that's
than what
true,
Hina has.
where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just start making stuff up.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, we all have
It's a reasonable
rock-solid
theory.
alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does
If
not
that's when he
stop
died.
there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
All except Hifumi himself.
I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
The only one that could have carried him beyond the dead athletes is Sakura.
I didn't do either of them anyway.
And she was with us.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On
Correct.
the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.